2-0. Shooting well over a 2 average so far in this game. We'll see this time if he does go, if he drives the red 2 rails again. See, there he did it again.
Yeah,
I think that's intentional because the tables are on new cloth. They sometimes have trouble. I don't know, maybe that's just a nervous miss.
I don't think so. I actually think he's missing it. He's not too confident about hitting the 10. He thinks he's going to go long, and he takes too much of the ball and ends up...
so here's he's a full hit spin shot right back. Yeah, hit that good. I like that shot myself. I'm crazy about that shot. It feels like the ball is really big to me with all that spin on it.
Well, we're gonna see if Torres can come back in the game. I think he has he's considering some options, but I think he's gonna end up going this way. I think he. Oh no, actually he has a.
He's got a real big 5 railer with no kiss. Zigzag the white 2 rails to the opposite corner and go 5 rails.
Yeah, just go real thin.
It's not real thin. I think he's zigzagged the white to the opposite corner. There's a hole there. Hit it nicely. This is beautiful position. This is real nice. This is a little kissy. If he plays the natural off the left side of red. It's certainly a kiss in that shot.
You're talking about this shot?
Yeah.
Spin off the...
Right. He's not doing that. He's going to go 4 rails. Very natural angle. Just let the ball roll. White stays on the short rail. That's a good shot. That's better than the one I mentioned earlier. So Sanchez missed the break shot, and now Torres has a run of 3. Okay, so Carlos is voting for the 5 railer, going a little long. There is a kiss to worry about. Let's see what he does about it. Oh, he was able to get a nice thin hit. That takes the kiss out. It's going to be close to being short.
I think he's coming short.
I don't think he hit that real well. I don't think that was the table or anything. I think he just didn't hit it real good.
What do you think he's gonna do here?
So Torres had a run of 3, and now here's Sanchez back up for his second turn at the table. I think he can just play it. I think he can just play a short angle, very thin off the yellow, and then to the short rail, and back to the red. There's room to get behind the red. You just roll the ball. There's no kiss. He's going to hit the yellow thin enough that he does. Oh, what in the world is he doing? Look at all that English.
He's going to kiss off.
No, he's going rail first and then spin it into the corner.
Oh, that's a beauty.
Don't you think it was rail first? I think it must have been.
I think so.
Why, that is a pretty shot. It does make the red a little bigger than the one I said. He's a remarkable player for his age. I remember when I first saw him when he was 17, 18 years old, you'd say, how could anybody that young have all the knowledge that's required? In general, you think it takes 20 years to get to master this game. And here he was a world champion in his early 20s.
Yeah, that was 1998. And I wasn't in New York, but I have watched some tapes where he beat, he was 17 years old. He beat Sang Lee and Blumdahl Komori from Japan at 17 years of age. So
he's a remarkable talent and very steady. Very, you can just see his demeanor at the table. He's a calm player. He never seems to get very uptight. So this is a outside the red standard 3 railer. Nothing very kissy in it. Just 3 rails. Doesn't have to hit it very hard. Red will come out in the middle. Oh, he did hit it hard. And there's a kiss. Oh, he played a 5 railer.
2-way shot.
Yeah, or just simply a 2-way shot. I can't believe he thought that kiss through, though.
It was too close to play it like that.
He would not intentionally shoot the shot if the kiss was that close. Well, so now he's on a run of 3. He's tied it up. Here we are in the second inning.
I think he's gonna go this way. What do you think?
I think that's a good shot. He has a big target that way. The red ball is really quite big if he plays it that way. There's no kiss in it, but it's not safe either. The yellow stays down at this end.
That's right.
But it's a good shot. No, it's a big target that way. Wants to get pretty close to the corner.
He went so long.
Oh, yes, you're right, he did. I thought maybe he had a little more English on it. He played it as a flat shot rather than putting any spin on it, and he just simply hit the yellow too thin.
Too thin.
And now he's sold out. If he goes around the table in a natural fashion, he has to figure out where he's going to put the white ball.
He has to decide if he is.
I can't see if there's enough hole there for him to drive it behind the red. If he can drive it behind the red, that's good, because then the kiss is gone.
I'm not sure what he's gonna do here. He
Well, I think he's going to do. I think from the way he was lining up there, that's certainly what he was looking at. There's nowhere else to put the white other than to go to the long rail and then behind the red ball through the hole. I don't think he can cut it. Well, we'll see. Yeah.
He's through the hole.
It isn't as hard as it looks. Some people are really impressed with that. It's not as hard as it looks. It was a fairly good-sized hole behind the red ball.
He sure went through it without a problem.
Ticky. Looks like he's shooting a ticky. That's a good shot. That's a good shot. It's a little kissy, but he's got all 3 rails before he approaches the second ball. Wow, what an exhibition of shooting. These guys just aren't missing. It's just inning after inning after inning. They're running multiple billiards. This may be even shorter than the second game. Who knows?
Well, and the other 2 sets, Torres was always with an early lead and ended up losing the set. So I don't know if it's going to happen again.
Well, he has a cross table and a fairly good shot at it. The problem is the kiss. I don't see how he beats that kiss off the white. Now I don't know what he's doing. A ticky? A ticky.
Huh.
Oh, well, that's the problem. That's where it wants to go. Maybe put a little too much English on it. I think he can probably make that same shot with a little less English in. I mean, shoot the shot with a little less English and he might make it. Well, Torres leads 5-3. Sanchez is up for his 3rd inning. The old cross table again. I think three long rails.
Off the yellow?
Off the yellow.
I think he's gonna go this way.
I have no idea what he's looking at. Oh, yes, that must be what he's looking at. Because he was looking at the end rail near where he's standing.
Yeah, but he might be worried about the kiss coming here.
Yeah, there's a possible. I don't think there's a kiss there. I think he's going to hit it full enough. But it's a tough shot. Play off the end rail with all that English. That's tough to judge. Looks like he judged it perfectly. However, what a nice shot. Yeah. And you see the nice pace and stuff. He didn't. So many times players go by the rule: hit all hard shots hard. And that's at this level you don't see that happen. They're under control, even on very difficult shots, very sensitive shots.
I think he's real comfortable with long shots because I didn't play him too many times, and that's why sometimes it's my guess. He's going to double the rail.
He's going to double the rail. It's easy to overdo this, but he's got such control. Isn't that perfect? That shot is. If that shot's going to be missed, 99% of the time it's going to be missed with too much English.
Yeah.
Comes out too far. Very easy to overdo. Well, I don't know what to do here. For me personally, I like that spin back shot again, because with all that spin on it, the target on the 3rd rail becomes about 4 times as big as it would be. That's what he's shooting.
That's what he's going for.
That's what he's going for. I like this shot. He's got to hit the end rail, though, past the middle of the rail. That's not enough, I don't think. No.
No.
But you see how much it came off. He had a half a diamond on the third rail. If he'd only been able to get, as I say, past the middle of the short rail on that spin.
We have made it. Okay. It's going for a +2 off the.
Well, we're tied anyway, 5-5 in the third inning.
On the third set.
In the third set, with Sanchez leading 2-0. I don't know what he's got here.
I don't know, but
+2.
that's what he was trying to.
It's a small target for the third rail, but there's no kiss, and it's a very natural +2. Just let the ball roll. I think that's what he's going to do. That looked like a short table to me.
I think he misjudged it a little bit and maybe a little bit thinking on safety. At this stage, he's about to go home if he doesn't come up with winning this set.
It was very tentative, and you're right. It's got to be in the back of his mind. I mean, he's got to win 3 in a row. Cross table, probably 3 cushions only.
Oh, he hit
and
just
full in the face. Boy, he's hitting them good. Boy, he's hitting them good. Short angle. Just very natural short angle. Send the yellow down to the opposite corner. You know what you think? Just play the short angle off the yellow. Send the yellow down to the opposite corner.
That's right. I think that's what he's gonna do. He has a good chance to score. He has safety. And probably even
position, yeah. He can make the yellow big in the opposite corner. Just a standard 3-railer. Comes in behind the red. That's a little unfortunate for the position. If he hits the red any fuller, I mean even a little bit fuller, he'd have a big fat shot. The yellow didn't get big in the corner, but that's where he sent it there intentionally. Here's that all 3 balls on the long diagonal again. What's he doing? Drop in?
I think he is going to end up going for this shot.
With the table playing a little bit short, that shot is much more makeable than usually on new cloth. That shot, there's no way to get it short enough. That's got to be what he's shooting. I don't see anything else there. It's got to be what he's shooting. Yeah, exactly right. You called that one. Well done, Carlos. Well done, Daniel. He made it look a lot. He made it look a lot easier than it really is.
He shoots it like if it was a natural. Let's see. I don't think that's an easy shot here. What do you think he'll do here?
Well, he's on a run of 3. He's now got the lead 8-5. It depends if he can cue it comfortably past the yellow ball. It's not a bad spin short angle. He doesn't have to catch a lot of the red. He can send the red sort of straight up and down, and then spin it back into the corner. He could even play position by trying to drive the red to the corner.
I've seen this shot, but I don't know if.
No, he's doing mine. He's just playing he's worried about fouling the yellow. I think is part of the problem. If he had plenty of room to cue it, I don't think he'd ever hesitate. No, he's just playing a short angle. He's going to drive the red to the opposite corner and just play 3 cushions with a lot of spin on the first rail. Oh, 2 rails first.
That's a beauty.
I didn't even see it. I did not even see it.
It's hard from this angle to see all the really appreciate all the options he has.
It's one reason why you see these players walk around the table many times and look at it from several different angles. Sometimes a shot doesn't even occur to them until they see it from a certain angle.
That's right. What do you think he'll do here?
You know, from the way he's walking around and looking at it, I think he's thinking about the ticky because it's sitting real good for the ticky, but he has to let the red ball loose, and he's got kisses galore.
I think the main problem about the ticky is too close to the red. Is too close to the, well, it'll depend on the speed to keep it going all the way to the corner.
No, drawn back.
Might be a little jumpy.
Which, the ticky or the drawback?
The throwback.
Yeah, he certainly has. You can see how elevated the butt of his cue was. He certainly has to worry about jump. There are also shots out of the corner off the yellow.
2 rails first?
Well, I'm not sure how. What's he doing? Oh, he wants...
Oh, I see.
That way.
Wanted to come back to the long rail.
Yeah, he wanted to masse it enough to get behind it and get 2 rails and then enough yellow to get back to the long rail. A good idea. That's a good idea. But it was very difficult. It was off angle. Similar to the one he just made. He made the 2 rail first shot. You remember just on the very previous shot.
Yeah. Let's see if he doesn't get any overconfident and loses concentration and lets Torres come back into the game.
Well, he left a big fat cookie there. He left the second ball was as big as a house and no kiss. This could have been a little better, but it's really sitting extremely, extremely good.
You think he'll go for the standard 4 rail?
4 rails, and then just let the ball roll. He doesn't have, again, he doesn't have to do anything fancy. He doesn't have to overpower it. He does, though.
He feels more confident.
Yeah, I think that's probably what it is. He's more confident hitting it firmly. I personally would have hit that more softly. Just let the ball roll.
Me too. I think he's gonna go for the 3 rails, so he has nice position. Since the red ball this way, might leave it somewhere.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, he's gonna play it left-handed. Oh, he played a ticky. Well, the first thing.
Again, with another one that we didn't see, it's a little hard to see those sometimes from this far away and funny angle to the table.
That's correct. Well, the main thing was to stay in the table, and there he is with a chance to win a set and come back into the game.
He's closed the gap. It's 9-8 now. He's on a run of 3.
I don't know what he's doing. He's probably going. You think he's going long? Oh yeah. That's nice.
Very pretty. He took a little English off. So it would go longer.
We're tied on 9 now.
Now we're tied at 9. If he'd put too much, if he'd spun the ball on that last shot, it would definitely not have gone as long because it shortens up off the short rail.
He's a little disappointed with the position he's getting.
I think he can just play a short angle off the red, can't he? A spin short angle. I think that's what he's looking at.
White ball is a little bit like in the middle of the ocean, and he's probably thinking about the red ball, sending it this way, getting it into a kiss, but
that's what he's shooting off.
That's what he's shooting.
I don't think so.
I think actually he's going off the white.
I see. Oh, that's nice. That's very pretty.
That's a
very nice
shot.
solution. Very nice solution. No kiss that way.
Yeah, I think Danny's probably going to be not too happy with a shot he tried in his last inning. What do you think he's going to do here?
Well, he is going to bank it. I would have thought
3 or 5?
3.
3. He's going for 3.
I cheated because I watched where he was aiming. I personally would have taken.
Beautifully.
I personally would have taken the 5-angle shot because it feels more natural to me. But he hit that absolutely perfectly. Well, so now he's ahead 11-9. Still only in the 4th inning. With a nice position to
keep it going and stay on the table, and as I say, just try to come back into the game.
He's certainly looking at the return off the third rail for that short angle you just drew for us. It is sitting very good for that. It's a natural hit on the white, a natural angle to the corner. The white goes to the opposite corner for position, and he doesn't have to do anything fancy. On the other hand, it's a touch shot. It's a soft shot, and we noticed that he seems more confident when he hits it with power.
You might be a little worried about that white ball being that close to the end rail.
I don't see why. The angle to the corner is pretty natural.
He spin it. Oh, that's nice.
Boy, that's gorgeous. Again, he shows that propensity for taking a shot that he can hit with pace rather than the finesse, delicate, slow shots.
He sure didn't want to baby that ball.
The run is now, I believe, 7. He's going ahead 12-9. I'm not sure what he can do here. Can he play off the right side of red around the white and out of the corner? With the table playing a little short, that's not a bad return.
He might have this chance to spin off the corner, or the way that stroke this guy has, he might even end up throwing it this way. I'm not surprised, but
I don't think he wants to let the red ball loose that way. I'm not sure where the red ball goes. I was talking about just simply going off relatively thin off the rights. It looks like he might be doing what you say. He's going to draw straight back. He certainly looked at it, didn't
he? He's very good at those draw shots. That's right.
Well, but can't he simply go off the right side of the red and around behind the white and come in this way?
I don't know. He sure doesn't feel comfortable with it. But he's gonna decide the set in this
It's
shot.
Going to decide the set. He's certainly going to take his time. There's also just the 4 railer off the left side of red to the end rail. There's no kiss that way. There's no safety either.
He doesn't want to commit the same mistake, and then he end up losing the set because of a shot, bad decision.
Well, he's certainly looking at what you suggested first, and that's a spin shot off the left side of white. It's a very narrow angle. Oh, I still don't know what he's doing. Is he going to draw straight back? Well, he took my shot, but he hit it poorly.
Yeah.
He didn't have to come anywhere near that close to the white, going around it. Nowhere near. He must have had 2 ball widths of room, and he just hit it badly.
He's disgusted with the results of his shot. Let's see what Sanchez got here.
Just a short angle.
Yeah.
This is the one almost like the one before. Now here, I bet Sanchez hits it softer and tries to leave the red in the opposite, in the low corner. You remember Torres hit that 100 miles an hour?
Yeah.
And drove the red all the way back to the other end. Well, so he couldn't keep it in the corner. I thought maybe he could hit it a little thinner and keep the red from going that far. But he has some shots.
Do you think he's gonna go 10 on the left side of the red ball this way?
If he's confident enough to get that hit, it's a nice pattern because there's no kiss, and the red ball stays free where he can get at it. So it's a pretty thin hit.
Yeah.
It's a pretty thin hit, but it looks like he hit it extremely well. Everything's wide open.
What did he end up with?
He's closed the gap on Torres. Torres had taken a 12-9 lead. Sanchez is now back to being within 1. Here we are in just the 5th inning again.
My goodness, ain't that beautiful?
I guess it's just a short angle. There's no kiss in it. the yellow doesn't go to a good position, and he just missed it short. If you want my opinion, he hit it fast. I don't think he meant to hit it that full. You see where the yellow wound up? If he hits it thinner, he gets a better position on the yellow.
Yeah, I'll go more
toward the corner.
Yeah, close to that long rail too.
And closer to the long rail.
Let's see if Torres can come back into the game here.
Well, he's ahead, but you mean into the whole match.
Yeah.
He needs sets now. He needs to be thinking seriously about sets. Well, here's another one of those off either side of either ball shots. I don't know what he's doing. I don't. No, he's
going for the 3 rails.
Yeah, where's the kiss? How does he get rid of that kiss?
Like he's gonna spin it off. He's gonna spin it. Oh.
No, there's kisses all over the place. I don't know. He has to cut it. I don't know. I don't see how he gets rid of the kiss. Well, we'll see what happens. But again, he's got off either side of either ball.
That's correct.
I think off the left side of white is the right shot. There's no kiss. The white doesn't go anyplace very good. Probably heads toward the center of the long rail, but the shot's natural. He doesn't have to do anything fancy. You just roll the ball. There he goes. That's what he's. Yeah. Well, we'll see. He might power this and go 5 rails. No, he just went. He went 3. And he missed it short.
It looked short and he went short.
But he hit it with pace, you see, to try to keep the white from staying. He might have even been thinking in terms of that position of driving the white 5 rails into the corner.
I don't know. I think he had more control. He hit it slow, not that hard. That is.
He got another scrambled egg safety. Well, maybe, or maybe not. Maybe he really wanted to drive the white all the way down to that end. Cross table, I'm sure, with the spin. A long way from being easy. There should be no kiss, though.
Wow.
The way he hit that good. Oh, how unfortunate. He hit that about as good as any human being could, and missed it by a whisker. Well, here we are again on the long diagonal with the cue ball in the middle. Oh no, I'm sorry. I was looking at the wrong. I'm looking at the wrong cue ball.
I think if he can get away from the kiss, he'll go this way.
I agree, and there should be no kiss. I think he can drive the white pretty much straight up and down the table. Maybe. I think maybe. I think straight up and down. I think if he cuts it, he's asking for trouble on that kiss. We just changed tapes there.
I think Sanchez here is. I don't think he has too many options here.
Well, he's starting with a chorizo. I have no idea what he's doing.
He's gonna spin it off.
Out of the corner?
Uh-huh.
Just 3 cushions, draw it back to the long rail?
Well, I think
we'll never know.
He was going 5, I think.
We'll never know.
Oh.
It would have been interesting to see what they'd done there if, in fact, that cue ball had completed the carom. I personally would have called a foul.
You think it was a double hit and then miscue?
I think he hit it with his ferrule.
Huh.
Short angle. Now, he can shoot those delicate shots. Except he missed it.
Oh,
no, he didn't. My mistake. Again, I couldn't quite see the angle. So he can shoot it with finesse. Just Just a nice soft touch.
He needs
Well, now he's in good shape. Now he's opened them up. Now he's got lots of shots.
He needs 2 or 3. I'm not sure about that score. I think he needs 3. And he has a good shot here. Just standard 3 rails off the red.
Just, yeah. Oh, he got lucky. No, he didn't get lucky. He hit it fat. There's no question he hit it fat.
Yeah, that way he almost got the kiss.
There's no reason to get that kiss. He just simply hit the ball fat.
He's in trouble now, I think.
I agree. I think now he's in trouble. That's a sign of some nervousness, and he's in trouble.
And there's the same story happened twice. He's leading and give up the table, having and makeable shot, and ended up losing those sets.
That's pretty standard 3-railer come in long. There the yellow's gone. He took real good care of that kiss. Bingo.
And look what he's got.
Playing for 3. This looks. I mean, he has lots of shots. Not either side of either ball, but he has a lot of choices here. He'll just shoot the natural. What I can't tell is whether he wants to drive the yellow or cut the yellow. If he can cut it, he can play it 4 rails, and then there's no kiss at all.
I think
it looks like he's driving it.
On the outside of the.
Oh, I think that's a mistake. I think that's a mistake.
Well, he made it.
He sure did. He shot that with confidence too. I just think it's asking for trouble to try to have to judge that slide off the 3rd rail.
Yeah.
Just adds a complication I don't think was necessary. I bet he goes for safety here. I can't believe he's going to shoot off the red. I just cannot. He's got to go thin off the yellow and then another drop in. He can either go 3 rails or 4 rails.
Yeah, it'll be too kissy off the red anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
He has position, safety.
So how do you like it? You like it really thin,
real thin,
or hit it with a little pace and come in shorter and play it on 3?
Oh, real thin.
It's still going. It's still on 3, and it might be short. Is there enough
It
slide?
Is short.
He's got to be mad at himself about that. I think he probably hit it fat again. I can't believe he wanted to bring the yellow down with him.
No way. He didn't mean to do that.
Well, now we're in the 8th inning. They've slowed down a little bit. They're still averaging over 1.5. It's tied at 13. Sanchez leads 2-0. Well, is this our artistic friend? Well, this isn't really artistic. The ball's sitting pretty good. That's a pretty straightforward shot. 3 cushion, double the rail.
Major has a nice stroke for those shots.
Here we go. Here's Torres. Here's his out shot. This is a big shot. He does have kisses. If he can play it off the red,
he's going off.
Oh, if he could play it off the red 5 rails, then there's definitely not. Where does he get rid of the kiss? He hits it straight into the corner.
And spin. He uses the spin.
Is there enough? Is there enough spin? He needs a lot of spin. And look at that spurt. What a beautiful shot. That's gorgeous. That's a extremely nice. So there's the set to Torres, a nice out. Very pretty out.
Oh boy.